So, without further ado, I'm hoping they will come in. Please welcome to the stage the stars of Supernatural, Catherine Ewan, Ruth Canal, water there. Everybody come sit down. Scotland! We love you!
Love you too!
It suddenly got really quiet in other hall because you're all here.
Yeah, I thought everybody had left. I was like, God, everybody wanted to get the hell out of here.
That's what I thought.
Before our panel.
Hello, agents.
Wow, this is a cup of coffee.
Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for coming. Take a seat. Rest your bones. So normally what I do, I've got a big list of stuff and research and all stuff about golf and...
You guys have saved a lot of money on chairs here, huh?
all our budget for the year gone.
It's like a Taylor Swift concert.
But I'm not going to use all the stuff I've got because we've got a line of people waiting to ask questions. So we're just going to go straight into it if you're all right with that. So there's some questions.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what we're going to do, please keep it to one question if you can. State your name and then give us a question. So what's your name? First person up. Oh, straight into the microphone.
Hi, I'm Kate. First call, so nervous.
It's okay, everybody's watching you.
Well, it's my daughter's birthday and it's her first con too, so happy birthday, Claudia.
Happy birthday, Claudia.
Happy birthday, Claudia.
My question, welcome to Edinburgh, I hope you're enjoying it. My question is, I know on the whole most of the clothes were fairly casual in Supernatural, but Ruth especially has pretty kick-ass and glittering clothes. Were there any clothes that you found that when you came to filming actually stopped the filming because they had glare or because you couldn't move in it properly? Yes?
This was never actually made it into it was a scene that ended up getting cut, but we filmed. You hear Cass talking about it actually at one point. But when I was naked and covered in bees, that was actually quite painful, and the bees were agitated, so that was difficult.
There was another time that filming nearly stopped because we were laughing so much, not at what Misha was wearing, but what was written on his chest.
What was it?
What did it say, Misha?
So, should I tell this story? Okay. So we had this, we had special effects makeup. You had to come in early when they did special effects makeup. That's like when you get stabbed and you have like a big injury or something. And I had to come in early for special effects makeup one day because I think it was maybe Lucifer. I think it was you, or I think it was you that had burned into my chest. Or maybe it was Michael, I don't know. What? It doesn't matter. So, some bad guy had burned this into my chest, and in the script I'd read it, and I didn't really think about it, and then I came in, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and they put it on my chest, and I looked in the mirror when they were done, and I was like, oh shit. Because it just says in block letters, I am coming. And somehow it didn't occur to me until I actually saw it on, like, oh, this is such a terrible idea.
You couldn't tell from your breath rate?
So then we had, so I have to like rip my shirt open to reveal I am coming. And Ruth was in the scene, and we did all of these like outtakes where I'm like ripping open my shirt, going like, like orgasm expressions, right? And we think it's hilarious, and the camera crew is like, ha 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 ha. And I was like, why aren't they getting in on it? Why isn't everybody laughing? It turns out once a year, the president of Warner Brothers comes to visit set. And he was at the monitors watching me essentially masturbate on set. It was the worst possible timing.
That is hilarious. I've never heard that one.
So quite a glare for that.
Yeah, quite a glare.
We're all so mature about the entire thing. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. Cheers to the
Very
question.
important lesson, isn't it?
Next up, we've got.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. We can wait.
No, it's fine. My name is Anna.
Hi, Anna.
So I already asked this last weekend, but you can answer it again. What was your best and your worst scene to shoot?
Best and worst to shoot.
What about your dancing scene? Was that good?
It was the worst thing I've ever done. The dancing was so hard. A producer casually did a drive-by when I was at Burbank Con. And it was like, hey, can you dance? I'm like, yeah, kinda. And so I get to shoot the episode after I'd gone to production to check in. They gave me a 3-minute choreographed tap dancing routine that I was supposed to learn in an hour. And this is what I said, I was like, I can't do this. I grew up gay in the South. If I could do this, I would not be alive anymore. I would have been murdered. Tap dancing? Come on. But we did it. Jensen and I had it. We went to that 1 hour. We got there, he got there 15 minutes before I did, and he knew it. He knew the whole damn thing. It's disgusting what he can do. But we did it, and it came off well, but it was super hard. My best scene was probably, I loved the episode where the monster where you could see when you were drunk. Like the shoji or whatever it was. All that stuff was fun because when you pretend like you're drunk, you kind of feel drunk. Jared actually and I, that day, one of the days we were filming, we went to Cactus Club and he told me I should take a couple of, he's like, take a couple of tequila shots. We did, we went back to work and he was done for the day. He left me at work. Drunk by myself on my second episode.
I think my best scene was kissing Kim Rhodes.
I know what the worst one is.
I think my worst scene involves something similar.
But with somebody else. Someone who shall not be named. Well, I answered last week the best thing, the best scene that I shot was when I got to sing Fare Thee Well on the show. That was a cool moment because we did it in one take and it was live on set, so it was really like a little performance and it was just a special moment and everything worked. It was like everything worked. It just I didn't mess up. Nobody else messed up. I was the only one in the scene, but I didn't mess up, and so it's good. And then I think last week I said there really were no, but that was a lie. There one moment I can think of that wasn't the best was when the boys drove away and left me in the dust at the end of the show, just because it didn't feel good. I wanted to be in the car with the good guys. I did a real bad thing.
When I asked, you deserve it.
I would say that in some ways the best scene for me was my last scene. It was just very emotional and it felt like an incredibly important and meaningful culmination of 12 years that I wasted on the show. And I think that for the same reasons, that was probably also the worst scene. It was a very hard goodbye to everybody.
You told me about that at Purgatory.
Yeah.
The one that springs to mind, there's so many, you have so many good moments in a show like this and so many tricky moments, especially with these lot. In The Rupture, I have this pink dress on, I'm kind of standing at the edge of a cliff in Canada and I've just got to gracefully fall forwards, in this, beatific way to give myself over to save everyone. And it was a really lovely feeling. to be in that position, and there's a wind machine and you're up high and it feels really kind of epic. So that was a beautiful moment, and then the next moment when I landed splat on my face and forgot to turn my head to the side and I landed on my nose was painful. It was physically painful. So I had a really great moment and a really bad moment within about 1 second in the same scene. Yeah.
Well, hi everybody. There's so many of you out here. It's crazy. It's so cool. My best scene was probably my first scene, which was with Misha, in that scene where you first meet Claire, and I'm like grumpy cat vibes. I just thought the scene was great because it was the first one. It was a big opportunity for me, and it set the tone for my story on the rest of the show. So that's definitely the best one. The worst scene, very easy to say. It was a scene where I was mini golfing with somebody named Jensen. And we have to make a putt, and he made the putt.
It's so annoying. It's so good. I love him, and also
He's an android. If you check closely, his freckles are symmetrical.
I don't think I'll ever live it down. I never made the putt, okay? It's edited. I made it in the rehearsal after the fact. It doesn't count. He made it like 2 times, so it's like the best and the worst scene. It's great.
I mean, it's hard for me to find hot scenes that are worse because I really had a great experience all the way through. I really like our standoff, Misha, in the season 5 Lucifer, where Lucifer was the big bad, and I'm trying to convince him to come over to my side. Of course, he decides he wants to stay with the wimpy-ass Winchesters instead of me. And that was fun. I think I had more fun, though, beating the fuck out of Crowley. Because I think that had been coming for, somewhere around 14 seasons, and it just had to happen. And just saying clean up on aisle 7 was quite invigorating. Worst scene, I think, was when I was supposed to fight Jensen when he was Michael, and they trussed us up in this apparatus that went from our knees all the way up to under our man breasts. And it was so tight, because they didn't want us to fall, because we were supposed to be suspended in the air, that I couldn't move, really. And so when we would run at each other, well, Jensen, of course, being the natural fucking athlete, he looks normal running at me. But I look like, Sanford and Son, like I'm 90 years old running at him, and of course, the disaster of a fight that followed. But I guess, it was wearing that horrible. Did you ever have to wear that contraption? It was the worst.
I just real quick want to with the Jensen is a perfect human being conversation, tell a quick story. When we were on season 11, when we play in the States and I play with my band is there, we have in-ear monitors. But they have to be crafted to your ear specifically. These monitors, so they fit in your ear hole. And on set, an audiologist came to set because Jensen was singing with us and he wanted one. So the audiologist had to come in and sort of check his ear out and measure his ear for an in-ear monitor. And the audiologist is checking Jensen's earlobe in our little green room. And the audiologist gets a tear in his eye. He has to take a knee. And we're like, what's going on? He's like, that's the most perfect ear canal I've ever seen. That's not a lie. It really happened.
Jensen is AI. Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Anna.